really interesting. Wow. Yeah, really interesting how he considered the fold so heavily because people just under bluff in these $400 tournaments. It's really, really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, what are his bluffs? You know, like if we really think about it, like sure, ace high has some showdown value if you had ace five, and when he raises the turn with maybe some backdoor diamond draw or something like that, he actually gets called. And on this kind of board, like what hands do you have that you're folding?
And it's gonna have some misdraws and things too. So I think calling is the only option myself. Let's see if Boogaloo got away from it. Ooh, call is 6.
So this is close between call.
Really interesting. So call is 6, raise is 7,500 is 10 points. And I'm going to say he said that because this is a very bad player. And so he thinks the very bad player is going to stack off here with worse queens a lot. I'm going to guarantee that's what he's going to say. Very interesting, though. I thought call for sure was the right answer. I never am in this spot. I don't know. Interesting spot, too. I think this is a little bit of a lesson for everyone out there, too. A lot of times, the hands we want to float with, like this one, are better as raises. So this kind of falls in that category.
Yeah, and he was kind of an echo chamber for us there, saying, you know, we just get better hands to call and worse to fold. Yep. Like he's going to have some gut shots in his range. He's going to have spade draw. He's going to have king X. And we kind of know, I mean, we kind of identify kind of what cards are going to be bad for us on future streets, and we're aware how to proceed on those cards.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's a very good point. You right.
That was the best. You didn't say anything. You won. Just straight up.
You won. I'm just.
All right, so ooh, look at this. You're not opening this. You just looked at this. You're not opening.
Button cut off, hijack, low jack, under the gun one. You are right.
Come on now. Okay. I am. So let's see if he.
He's got to open it, or there wouldn't be a hand.
It would
I'm
be a
already
quit.
down on points.
You're already down on points in real life. Now, obviously, you're gonna cheat, but
I'm gonna evolve.
you're gonna adapt, right?
All right, let's play it.
I'm going to cry if he says he's folding here. Like, if he's like, yeah, you should be folding this in this kind of tournament, and you were actually right. All right, cool.
Wah, wah.
Like a spot where we have
Ah!
standard.
Yes!
And the reason is because queen.
I just want to say for the record that this is the best 3-point score I've ever gotten in my life. Because the right answer was fold.
The right. But you heard what he said about the tables. This is a 3K.
Here comes the excuses. 10
The
points
excuses
fold.
to
It says
open
right
if your
here.
table is particularly tight and weak. Welcome to the $5 2K world. I mean, you know, the $11 10K. I'm opening this, yeah, for sure.
This is the best 3 points of my life.
Oh, that's hilarious. And everybody's 50.
Nailed it. What the hell kind of play is that from King Queen? Who does that?
What the hell? Yeah, so Mad Dog.
Jonathan Little's an absolute crusher, so it's nice to have him.
Yeah, I agree, and I
He's
always
just
love
coaching.
playing right after sessions like this because I feel like my brain's warmed up. I'm thinking through things, and so it's a good way to start your session for sure.
Right. All right, guys, this is it.
What's up, Mike? You want to give a gist? He was saying Narco Cop was playing about D-pipping about 28% of hands. He had been very aggressive in this $10 buy-in, and here are the options to fold, to call, to raise to 1,200, raise to... What? Wait a minute, he made it 800, and my man's giving options to 12 and 1,400 ounces. So it's already getting kind of spicy. That's so nasty. To be on the site with these other crushers, you know, well-known poker public figures is pretty exciting, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't mention that when I was kind of giving a little intro here too. You know, Assassinato, Matt Affleck, John Little, all coaches on the site, so very highly respectable, quality poker content.
Yep, Evan Jarvis as well. You know, remember Evan Jarvis, Matt Affleck, Assassinato, John Little.
Yeah, so I guess that just makes sense. He just have the ace of clubs in his hand. That's interesting, though. I
How
thought
many
that was
points you got?
interesting.
You didn't do that bad. 45.
I like how you just pat me on the back. You didn't do that bad. Well, yeah, good job, buddy. Like,
The back.
I remember I got the higher score in the first one. So, you know, we're 1 for 1, buddy.
I just want to know.
Calling, guys. Let's see if we're good.
Similar situation as pre-flop. I think pre.
All right, guys, we're checking, I guess. Oh, for fuck's sake.
One of the things I see people when it comes to poker is when you can get to the turn and there's an opportunity.
When you're facing a min raise or just a touch more than a min raise, and there's an ante in play, which is going to be the case in most tournaments, I think, going forward, you want to defend pretty wide. If your opponent's making a 2.
All right, cool. You're going 1,400.
I'm going 1,400, guys.
I'm gonna go call with the arm and just see what happens.
All right, and
I would fold in game though, for the record, in case that's the winning end.
You won. You win. I have to concede. You win.
14K.
14K, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Well, no, we cannot win. This is a pretty rough spot because damn it.
Mm-hmm. Where do you gonna get my chat? They like naughty things. They like just beer, alcohol, you know.
All right, let's do I can do a $10 ACR giveaway.
A $10 ACR giveaway courtesy of my man Toe. For me beating that ass heads up in this. Sorry. No, I'm kidding. We'll do this. We'll have to do it at least once a week, man. And then, you know, we'll do it. We'll do it every week a couple times.
So it's a tie.
I guess we got to give out $10 to each other's communities. We'll just do our own $10 free roll for each. Or does that sound fair?
Yes. Do you know what this means?
You win. I give his chat $10. Take it.
So that's cool because we have 2 ties and then a win from you and a win from me. This is like the epic battle. It's perfect. It's great.
Yeah, we're even Stevens.
This is awesome.
Take it.
I love it.
You know,
Stop. We got a giveaway going. Let's run the giveaway for the $10 ACR winner. Closing the giveaway. Drawing the winner. My man Sebs are getting the $10 ACR giveaway for this one. What up, guys? We're back. We're together again, live on the Sutdy Stream. What's up? Sorry we're so late. We're getting all hopped up on that frog poison and lost track of time. Time to get 6-headed in this shit and get better. Sixes, how you doing, man? Good to see you. So I got you right when you're drinking.
what up? What up, Toe Army Sixes Mafia? It's been a fucking minute. We're kind of late, you know. Toe's just getting back in town. My kids had basketball this morning, but we're here. And honestly, this is the first time I've talked to Toe in probably 2 weeks.
It's crazy. I don't think we've gone 2 weeks in 5 years.
First time. So hope everybody's doing well. I don't know if anybody's up in my shit. So if nobody's here, we'll just fucking get it going. Fuck it.
I'm here for you, buddy.
That's all I need. That's all I need. Fuck it.
Fix. Oh, shit. Sorry. Thank you, guys. That's my end. I got you. That's better. Cool. Let's do this, guys. Poker coaching in the chat for you to get into the giveaway. If you're new to the stream, this is how this is going to work. We're going to draw a winner from my stream. We're going to draw a winner from Six's stream. You guys are going to compete in one of these quizzes on the pokercoaching.com websites. And if you win, we get you $5. Plain and simple. We're going to ask you what you would do. You tell us what we would, or we'll tell you what we would do. The coaches are going to say what we should be doing. We're all going to get better together. It's good stuff. Ready, set, go. If you guys aren't in the poker coaching
Community, !PC in my chat, !PC in Six's chat for you to get a link to sign up for free. With the free stuff, you get 20 free quizzes, big blind charts for 100 blinds and more, and some homework assignments. There's also webinars we can get live. We have the book coaching Discord, !Discord in Six's chat, !PC Discord in my chat, and there's 4 study groups a week there. Giveaways every week. We have AMAs. This month we're doing Brad Wilson, the cash game wizard. Last month was Tristan Wade. Before that we had Affleck. We had Evan Jarvis. We've had Jonathan himself. So get in on that all for free. What are you doing with your life? Sixes, did your kids win today?
Hell no, they got fucking curb stomped. Their team just got destroyed. Remember, my son is 8 years old playing against the 10 and 11 years old because I have to throw his ass in the deep end. You know?
He's playing against Giants.
Oh, I'm gonna put well, he's 5'1" at 8 years old, so I have to put him against the big kid.
Is your wife tall?
5'10".
Tall for a girl.
Yeah,
you're relatively tall, like you're average tall. Yeah. Wow, awesome.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Felice, Chuck, Praying Gaming. Everybody. Raging Howl was good. Jellyfish, Carter. Welcome, guys. Feels good to be back. Miami was dope as fuck. Had a good time. Week off. Came back. Had a good, nice week. Big Sunday. So, yeah, let's get a little bit better today. Kick it. Enjoy each other's company. Let's not take it too serious. Let's kick it today. And, have a more chilled study stream. We're not going to be super chilly or anything like that. Let's just do it. But I'm ready to roll whenever you are.
This is serious over here, guys. We got to whoop that mafia's ass. Don't slack. No slacking
Yeah,
for the army.
the last time we were in this bitch, last thing I remember is just beating the shit out the army last time. I think we went 4-0.
It's a little foggy.
Sure.
It was so long ago.
I know. Sure, there was some flips and a bunch of ties we won, but
All right, let's draw a winner.
yeah, let's do it.
Hey, thank you for that sub, buddy.
Oh, my man, Shuck. What up, Shuck?
For us, you got the Jelly. Ooh, look at this. And he even updated his avatar to show his turbo trophy. My man.
Hey.
All right, Jelly, you're up. Which quiz we do? We didn't think about it. Go ahead and pick one.
All right, shit. Why not?
Anything from the top.
Oh, we got a fucking bunch up here.
Boss Ned, he says.
The boss net. The best limper in the game. 6 is 1629.
In the game. 29.
Hell yeah, with
Sixes.
sixes.
Got it. With Uncle Affleck.
Yes.
The Mafia has one good week and they start with that trash talking, you know? They got to ride that shit.
We have to.
Ride that shit, Army.
He says fold. Carter out here capping.
All right, cool. Sixes. Let's play this shit. Ready to go.
Yep.
All right, in this quiz we have
My shit's
sixes
slow.
in
What the
middle
fuck?
position. We're gonna raise it up. We're playing about 100.
Yeah, this is low as
deep.
hell.
It's a small blind who's a good player, seems to know what they're doing. They make it 8,000, and it folds to us. Should we fold, call, re-raise to 18,000, or go all in?
All right, short and sweet is I don't know what's up with his mic. He's usually pretty good. Open sixes, we get 4x'd, and now we're 100 bigs deep. What do you do?
Sorry.
Do we call? Do we 4-bet? Or do we jam it in his fucking eye?
Rip and rip. Prey Gaming says, okay. I don't care how many blinds we have. It's the nuts. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing there. I like it. I like it.
Everybody call him. Everybody in the army call him. Meatball, Cyrus, Hollywood, Tino, Ian.
I ain't made fold. 100 bigs deep? Okay.
Sixes?
But-
Wow, that's crazy.
100 deep flat. Chuck's calling.
So is
Please,
Jelly.
morning calling. I mean, 100
What's
bigs
up,
deep.
Francisco?
When studying with sixes, we rip the sixes.
That's right.
Mm.
It's the nuts. Bet the nuts.
Bet the nuts, the old school. So funny. All
What
right,
do you
cool.
do?
Yeah, I mean, oh, dude, snap.
Or should I go first? Because you're the master of this hand.
No, that's fine. It's only a fall.
I want you to influence my decision. Yeah, call definitely. I mean,
Only call.
pretty much calling with almost any pair. Might fold 2s and 3s, maybe 4s. Calling with everything else, every pair. Well,
Yeah,
every pair that isn't aces and kings. And
I mean, I think if you decided to open two things here, like maybe just finding a call, but
yeah.
you don't love it, but I feel like we just have to call. And the 10K though, if you're opening 2s and 3s, I might fold the 2s, in the 10K or something. But yeah, this is just standard as fuck. 18K accomplishes nothing, and going all in is just the punt.
Yep.
Folding is too tight. So snap call.
Yep, I think so too. Let's do it.
Yep.
I think this is just a pure call. I don't think we're ever folding here. I don't think this is definitely not the type of hand that we want to 4-bet with. We're way too deep to shove with this hand. So just by process of elimination, we're just going to land on a call. I guess the next best option is fold. I prefer fold rather than shove or re-raise or any of that. We just have really bad blockers.
Yeah.
But we're in position. I don't see any real reason to fold this deep stacked here. So we call. The flop comes 9-5 deuce with 2 clubs. And our opponent bets 5,000, about 30% of the pot. Should we fold, call, raise to 12,500, or raise to 18,000?
A couple things, a little recap in case you couldn't hear him. He said the only option is to call. He said if you're going to do anything at all besides call, the only option after that is fold, but you should call. Pretty much what he said. And we face the C-bet. One person asked, because we're this deep, do we have position? I'm sorry. So one person asked, do we ever get to slow play aces in position here? On the charts, it's 65-35 raise. So you can call some. King's mixing. Yeah. Queen's calling 100%. Queen's down.
Yeah, you don't want to get in queens for 100 and a 10K. I'll tell you that now.
No, you can do that in the
5-bet. Yeah, 5-bet, get in queens, and at 10K, you're probably dead.
Yeah.
Or best of for 100.
Get a little bit of a mix of answers here on the turn. A few calls. Contrast going 12-5. Says, show me that 9.
Chuck Nola's calling. Regional folding. What it do? Mafia.
Call streaming through the chat. Contrast wants to put max pressure on his ace-x. Francisco says call. But if a guy's wide and weak, he'd consider raising.
So, okay.
Jelly, what are you doing? Where are you at, homie? Marlon calling. Nightbot's chilling. Where you at, Jelly? There he is. Small line has a lot of overcards and overpairs in the range. You're c-betting at a high frequency. I'm not stoked about it, but he's calling.
All right, cool. What are you doing here, Tal?
I think we have to call. We have a pair. This board isn't too scary. He doesn't have too many 9s in his 3-betting range. A little bit. But not too many. So, yeah, we just have to call. Plus that, we're getting a good price. And we have a club. I think we have to float one. And we have position. Good.
Yeah, I wonder if it ever does make some 12.5 here. But being in position, I think we are certainly never, ever folded. I mean, at minimum calling. I don't really see the value of making it 12.5. We get a little protection, deny, stuff like that. But I think when we float, we get some pretty honest responses on a lot of turn cards in position here. And there will be some we can continue with calling again where we pick up straight draws with equity with flush draws. So standard just calling. Raising feels like we may just get pushed off this equity, just get better. We get some fold equity. So I don't know. It would probably be call best option, then like 12.5K second best. Never folding.
Yep.
All right.
100%. Call for
Wait a
us.
minute.
Oh.
Yep. Oh, okay. I was making sure. Yeah, I was making sure. Check call. Yep. We're good.
Right, let's do it.
Again, I think we just have a pure call. You could potentially make some arguments for a raise to 12,500 against certain opponent types that maybe will never 4-bet enough when you do raise, or just fold too much. But in general, I think we just want to call here. I would actually rather raise with sixes here without a club. And the reason is because it has a little less playability on the turn, but the same hand value. So raising for a little bit of protection is good. With sixes with a club, don't need as much protection. And so I just think calling is the best play here. I don't think we can ever fold here. Raising and then getting shoved on sucks, and then, you know, every other option other than, I think, call just doesn't make a ton of sense here, but I could get behind the argument for a small raise here as well. So we do call. Turn is the 3 of clubs, and our opponent checks. Should we check? Should we bet 8,000? Should we bet 15,000? Or should we bet 22,000?
Interesting. We got here, and did they cap? Question. Is it really a cap on the 3 of clubs? What do you guys think?
Interesting, right, guys? What are we doing here?
Contrast. Snap 15. Hollywood 15. Dennis going big 22.
Bigness.
Lots of 15s.
Guys out there just bombing 22.
Cyrus going after it. Kept betting small. 8K. We need a check. Is anybody checking? There's the check from Meatball. We got the gamut. Every option.
8, 15, and check here. No 22s checking the card. Chuck's going 15, 60%.
Marlon going 8. What's Jelly doing? Francisco says, does think they capped the range. Equity of the pair. Board doesn't really hit, except for the 9 of the clubs. Bruce going 15.
Bruce. Yeah, all our
15K for Jelly.
People just a couple cats just chilling. You got your answer in? Chuck's
15K for Jelly.
15K for Chuck as well. So?
I do think we get to bet for value here a good chunk. We have a club. They have less clubs now. We have the best hand here too. We get value from single club hands and then ace high wheel draws and stuff. I'm kind of conflicted between 8 and 15. I think we go small when the flush comes in. So I'm not quite sure.
Yeah,
I want to say 8, but my heart's telling me 15.
Yeah, you're literally, everything you just said is like what's going through my head as well. I don't know between 8 and 15. Like, I feel like we are big, like, we don't get to go super polar, right? We don't get to go pot or overbet when, like, the flush or these kind of cards, dynamic cards come in. But we can still go 60 sometime, I think. I don't know if 8K accomplishes a lot because he still just gets to realize all his equity with all set hands. So is going 15 now, charging a max. We probably don't get raised much. And then just getting check backs on river while getting max value. Now, I think 15. I wonder if checking just feels bad. 15, fuck it. 15 for me. I guess 8 could be makes a lot of sense as well to just bet and get it to showdown and check a lot of rivers.
Prairie makes a good point. I actually didn't catch it, but if they do hit their wheel, we crack that. So that's good that we have a 6. So cool. 15 for Jelly.
15 for Chuck.
Let's find out.
I think we have a. Our hand just has a lot of EV and checking here. We can hit a club. We can hit a 4. We
all
can
bad.
have the best hand here.
Raging out good.
Just a lot of things going for us, and so
is Meatball.
Deciding whether to bet or check here, you kind of want to consider the EV of checking as the baseline, and the EV of checking 6s here is very, very high. We're gonna win this pot a lot. / we can win if we're behind a lot. I'd much rather bet a hand like King Jack of Hearts or something, King Queen of Hearts, some more nonsense hand that doesn't have a lot of EV and checking. This hand, I think, is just a little too weak to bet for value, too strong to bet as a bluff. So, and also too, we just really don't want to fold out an ace. We kind of want a 4 to come, and then we can win a decent sized pot against an ace as well. So yeah, I think checking is the best play here. That's what I do. River's the 10 of hearts, and our opponent bets 11,000. Should we fold, call, raise to 27,000, or go all in?
Interesting.
So
hated the 15. I wonder what he scored.
because the thing is, it's a
bet.
good player. It's cool. The good player may have some strongish hands. They check behind there as well. So yeah, that's very good.
Yeah, it's also one thing I went through my mind. He's because of the 10K. He said we don't want to fold out an ace, and in my mind, we were getting value from an ace, like always.
Yep.
And I think that might be some lower stakes, thinking.
Right. 40%. We're facing what is this like? Looks like 40 or so. I'm checking because I think I'm ahead. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, we have a marginal hand, so we shut down. That's what Matt's saying.
So now what, guys?
Snap calls in my chat. Across the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 calls.
Call. Tough to fold a pair this to this size. Call.
It's a little tough too, because I don't want to give anything away yet.
Yeah. Chuck still hasn't went on our end.
Neither is Jelly. Everybody calling.
All in, Chuck said. Chuck's going all of it.
Oh, shit.
Filthy.
Call for Jelly. I think he has enough bluffs. Ace Jack, King Jack, Ace Queen, turning no bluff. Marlon thinks the jam looks sexy.
I don't find the bets, but I always find the calls. Nothing wrong with that. So we're jamming over here.
We're calling.
Yeah, you win.
Yeah, jamming not a thing, but I have thoughts about whether I call or fold here. Like, I think I call here a lot, don't get me wrong.
Never folding when he caps the turn and we show down.
Yeah,
we
I
check
call
in
here
and
a
show.
lot. But I also think he's going to play
never.
some overpairs with no club this way, too.
That's monsters under the bed.
Yeah.
He's going to have some of that, but for this price, we got to call
Yeah, it's such a
11 and a
price.
30. It's a snap for math when he caps the turn and we beat anything. There's just no way. And we have a club. It's just zero fold. Raising, I don't know why we would ever raise. We're just printing.
Yeah, no raise.
But it feels like it's just a print. But
If
maybe
you're
I
going to
find
raise, you want to have,
yeah.
like, the ace of clubs in your hand or the king of clubs in your hand, right?
I mean, when we check the turn and we get here getting this price on the river, I'm never ever even thinking about folding. But if I do, I'm just like in my head I'm way too far in my head if I'm folding this. Like,
Kind of all the way to 8.
yeah, like I've talked myself into some scared ass bitch shit. I don't know. But yeah, it's a snap.
I'm calling
right?
a lot. Like, I did caveat it.
Oh, wait a minute. I almost clicked call. We're going all the fuck in.
Oh, shit. All right,
Hat
let's do it.
jam.
GL, my friend.
Hey.
I think the standard play here is
How many
just
points?
call.
8.
We're getting way too good
Oh,
a pot odds
shit.
here with call.
Fucking
11,000
filthy
to win
son of a bitch.
49,000. Once we check back the turn, I wouldn't say we're capped. We should check back the turn. I think we can check back with some flushes, like ace queen of clubs, ace king of clubs, like king queen of
Yeah,
clubs. Some of the flushes that
nasty.
don't need as much protection are good to check back with.
Yeah.
We can shove the river. That's kind of a cheap bet for this player to bluff. We're just gonna have a lot of ace highs and king highs that floated the flop that we check back the turn with. That this hand would rather call. Also sixes, we don't really block the bluffs. So, like, sixes are going to be a better call here than, say, ace-queen, because a lot of the bluffs are going to come from king-queen or queen-jack or an ace-high, like an ace-6, ace-7 type of hand. I guess we do block ace-6 suited, maybe, if they're bluffing with that. But overall, I think this is just a pure call. The other option I think is interesting here is not fold, but going all in. Against a lot of opponents, I think they're just going to overfold a lot if you go all in here. I would check back some flushes on the turn because we can get the money in on the river with really big bets. And I think shoving here, especially against this bet size, like I don't think this 11,000 bet is ever a flush or a really strong hand. This is just like your standard weak-ish value bet with like ace 10, king 10, maybe pocket jack, something like that. And I think people are just going to really not defend properly when we do shove here. And so I think this is a reasonable spot to bluff, and I would shove all in here. I would.
You're a fucking animal, bro.
But yeah, I make a pretty big mistake here, and I fold. And I think this is just losing a ton of money here by folding.
Well, we actually folded.
It's very expensive to overfold on the river here because the pot is so big. So I like calling the most. I think shoving is a very good option too.
Matt will show you his dirty ass underwear on stream, right in your face. Here it is.
33 points for us.
Holy shit. Well, what'd you get? 33?
Yeah, GG's.
We got 31.
See it in his face.
We got 31. It was the all in on the river. But I respect that he went all in and it was a fucking thing.
It was a thing.
And you didn't win the quiz, but you won my heart, Chuck. So there's that.
Respect. Jelly wants to ride the 5 to the next contestant, so congratulations, whoever that is. It'll be a $10 one.
D Coop was good, pimp.
Contrast. That's funny, but I can't repeat that on stream.
All right.
Is there ever a reason to bet small on the turn to dismount at rivers? I mean, that's kind of what I would do. I'd be betting for value on the turn myself. He did not like that very much at all.
Dirty as fuck shot. Yeah, it was nasty, dude. You get jammed on, you're just holding jacks or something there. You try to fuck around with, you be a little rattled. And the 10K, woo. Keyword. Let's get back at it.
Marlon, I'm moving on Tuesday. Keyword.
Cat jam.
Oh shit! Give me a sec to catch up. All right,
Challenge your checking range with exactly 0 concern on the nut flush is strong as fuck. Yeah, and a 10K, cat is to be rattled and fold your entire range almost. There it is. Show cat jams in chat.
All right, here they come. Pick a new quiz. Let's see.
Pick a quiz.
Let's do.
Oh no, that's so dirty. Oof.
Let's do 16-16.
16-16. Hey, marginal made hand. There it is. Oh, toe. I didn't tell you. I played the DOD free roll last night.
Yeah.
For 1 ETH or whatever. JL stone bubbled me ace king to 6s. I flop a set and he hits perfect on me on stream.
What?
And then laughs in my face. So
Too
dirty
rich for that.
Yeah, like you
That's
can't
not
have
fair.
all the nice things.
And then laughed in your face.
And then laughed at me on stream. Is that 6s? Ha ha.
When I played with him a couple of weeks ago, I lost with like ace king to queens and then lost another flip. And someone was talking about wanting to come to our streams to get better. And Jonathan says, "Why do you want to go to Toe's stream? He just keeps losing in this game." He's savage.
He is so savage. He will chop your ass down real quick, man. He is hilarious. Ooh, we got some. Wait a minute. 16-19s. 16. Have you done 16-19 and 16-18 on yours?
No, I started at 16-16 because that was the
Okay.
bottom one. I figured we'd go up from there.
Hey, I like that. Okay, cool. 16-16. We have exactly 1 cat jam in chat. No, we have 2,
You
so I
win.
have to roll it.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna
shit,
just
it's
say
a
you
sweat.
win. Yeah, it's a 50-50 flip. Do
We
I
got
have like
Bruce.
4 fucking people in here? What is going on?
We got Bruce in the army.
Praying gaming. Let's go.
For 10
Right on
bucks,
tilted.
Bruce.
16-16. Carry me. Oh shit! You had a 50% chance of winning.
Yeah.
You golden and you're a beast. So carry us.
Dude, I've partied with Jonathan a few times in my life.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is definitely a wild
It's
drunk
fun.
person.
Yeah, he's a fun dude, man.
He is not afraid to get cray-cray.
Good time. I'm looking forward to this summer.
JL apparently was juggling shit-faced on stream yesterday and smashing shit. Apparently, and the clip was deleted, so it's hearsay right now.
That's hilarious.
All right, let's play this. Got Bruce on online. Let's do it.
I clicked it.
Here we have the beautiful, beautiful Ace-King offsuit facing an under-the-gun raise from a tight player and an under-the-gun +1 call also from a tight player. All right, should we fold, call, re-raise to 9,000, or go all in?
Cool. Now what? He didn't say we're in the money or anything, correct? He didn't mention
He just said it's
in the
tight
money.
open and tight call from early positions.
Alrighty
The
then.
fish with the jam. He's not scared. Says fuck.
Get me
those
out.
early positions.
Yee.
Oh, Kev says. Oh, I see Kev. Never mind. Jam for Meatball. He's not scared.
Yee.
Contract
See in
jamming.
hell. has
Ever
been
jamming.
declared.
They're not scared.
I love it.
Fuck this shit. Ooh, Hollywood doing a little different. Hollywood and Tino going 9K.
Is this a question? I know. Is this bait? When I see some of these quizzes, is this bait? Is there something I'm missing here? Do you actually need me to type what I'm doing? Maybe. I've seen you grief hands before.
He DM'd it to me. Oh, I see. DM'd it to me.
The title seems like it goes post flop though. Jam hover fingers over Alt and F4 keys. I call it warming up the car. Is when you just hover the X of the table, and as soon as you lose, snap close it. Get out, get me out. Warm the car up. Time to piss off.
So I've officially seen the clip of Jonathan juggling, and he gets exactly one toss in before shit starts breaking. $9K for Bruce. Under the gun, another one. R-type players, Econ Bob. That was the one caveat we got here. Most people jamming. We got a 9K from Monkey Hollywood and our contestant here.
I'm gonna make this real simple. Lightning said raise 9K. Praying games jamming. Most people jamming. We see a few raises. We said, what are you doing on that end? You got answer jamming?
9K. Bruce 9K.
9K for Bruce. Okay, it's going to be fucking really hard to make 8 big blinds post flop. I don't give a fuck if you're in position or not. There's 8 big blinds in this pot, and you have 27 all in. That's it.
Yeah,
this is not ace king suited. This isn't aces. This isn't some shit that's just a stone cold lock post flop. You're gonna make it 9K, go 2 or 3 ways, and get this 5, 6, 7 of diamond board or something. Like, why don't you? It's gonna be really hard to perform and pick up 8 big blinds like post flop. I don't know. There's just too many bigs out there to not take when we have 27. Yeah.
I think Jonathan's going to call here because I can't see how else we get into this marginal main hand situation. But
put in a third of your stack, and then you're left with,
yeah. So I think he's going to call here because 2 players are early and they're tight. Button cutoff 4, 3. Under the gun 2 and under the gun 1, huh?
No,
it is a little weird with the positions and the read that they're tight. But I mean, I don't get me wrong. I'm jamming 100%.
0.0% chance I'm doing anything but going all in. I feel like we're too shallow and then like taking into consideration, they put in not 2 big blinds. There's 2.5 bigs each here. It's 5 big blinds right here, 6, and then the blinds and antes. There's a lot of dead money, man, with ace king. I'm never not going all in, but that's the way I see the game. Other people see it differently. We are. Let me make sure. Did you say what exactly? No, you're jamming. Nah. You're jamming. All right,
Me?
let's do it.
Personally?
No, not you.
Oh,
Praying.
you got it.
Yeah, praying is. That's what I mean by him. Let's
we're
do
going
it.
now.
I clicked it.
Ace king is
Okay, cool. I thought
a tough
Jonathan was
spot because if
fucking
we
with us.
shove all in,
He was fucking
Just-
it is kind of a large shove.
See?
Right?
Debated.
That said, it is a reasonably sized shove. Typically, you can shove for about 10, up to about 10 times the initial raise. plus whatever the caller put in. So in this scenario, for about 30,000 plus 3, so about 33,000. Notice that's what we have. Also, you can shove a little bit more with hands like Ace King or Pocket Queens or Pocket Jacks if you feel inclined, just because they're really, really good hands. I think the right play in this scenario, even against a tight under the gun raisers, is to shove all in. I mean, if you can just like look and tell under the gun has literally only a premium hand and you think they're never going to fold it, like 10s are better than Ace King, then you'd rather not shove, right? You'd rather just see the flop and try to get a good flop. Also, if you think under the gun +1 is ever trapping with aces or kings, you should definitely be a little bit more cautious. But when you have Ace King, that's less likely, right? Because you block aces and kings. So I think this is a spot where the right play is to just shove it all in. Realize you're going to get called, you're going to be behind sometimes, but usually you're going to be flipping with a little bit of dead money in the pot, which is fine. I know we're in a tournament, so there are sometimes payout implications, but notice here I have 32,000 chips, which I don't know what we started with. It was probably 30,000 chips, so we're not deep in the tournament by any means. So I think this is a spot where we need to go all in. Re-raising small has no merit. You do not want to re-raise small because they're both going to call you, and when you miss the flop, you just are in a terrible scenario. Calling is fine. I think calling is also fine. The options here are to shove or call, and I think it's very close. Again, if you can look and tell under the gun has a premium hand, then you'd rather not shove all in. You'd rather just try to flop well. So I think either the play here is to call or go all in. But I think going all in is definitely the right play the vast majority of the time. Like if you put 2 regular players in these scenarios, in under the gun raising and under the gun +1 calling, then I would definitely go all in. Like I think it's an easy all in. Like in this scenario, I'm giving an all in 10 points and a call 9 points just because these 2 players are both tight. If I think they are not tight, if I think they're normal, then all in would be 10 points and call would be like 3 points, okay? So the fact that these 2 players are tight is definitely swaying the call answer here. Typically, this is just a very, very easy all in. Ace King is great. All right, 4 ways to the flop. Check. Under the gun bets 5,000 into 13-8. Under the gun +1 folds. We have top pair, top kicker. Should we fold, call, raise to 12,000, or go all in?
How did this happen? Why are we here? Do we
all have our moments.
We flatted.
We flatted.
Wow.
It was the only way. Like, that was the only way we get in this spot, right?
Yeah. Never in... It's been... Woo! Misclick flat. All right, cool. Had to add to my story. Nice things. Ohio's
No
finest
reason
with
to
31 months. Thank you,
apologize, Bruce. Like I said, like this is the place to screw it up. It's okay.
and you get another
Here
shot.
it is. I'm sorry to hear you're not feeling well, buddy.
Machine Gun's not feeling well. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Bruce.
Oh, Mendoverse. Flatted for quiz material. Call.
Flatted for the content. He just chalked up the loss to
What up,
marketing.
Snakey? Just to suffer.
Bruce just calling here. Get rid of sixes a little.
There we go. Thank you again, Journey. What's up, my man? Congrats on winning the Millie ticket as well. Like, why are we here?
Jelly jamming. Bunch of calls.
Oh,
Cyrus
Chuck.
jamming.
Thank you, my man. Appreciate that.
This is actually kind of a weird spot.
Praying Gamers, did you say what you were doing here? Or are you just still debating? He says call. Okay.
Bruce calling as well.
What are you doing here, Toe?
Golly, this sucks. I mean, I'm probably jamming. But that said, like, it's early open. Oh, the big blind came wrong. I misread the scenario. But even still, like, this guy's c-betting into 4 people. That doesn't make me feel good. Like, you're just supposed to check here so much, and he doesn't. On a board that hits the flatting ranges, like, tremendously. I don't know that I'm not jamming here, but, like, that does go into my mind where this kind of fucking sucks.
Why jam? What are you trying to accomplish by jamming?
I mean, you get value from worse for sure.
Those same hands are just gonna... I don't know. It seems like We don't need a lot of protection. We're either fucking way ahead or way behind. We have a gut shot. I think I just call. I don't know. Personally, if it's like
I mean, there's
calling,
19K out there and 24 in your stack.
yeah, but then the blank comes on the turn and you get it in anyway. Or a queen comes. Like, what's bad? What's not like? There's nothing bad that
You
can
got it
happen.
at a 9.
I guess we could keep in. The big blind has some worse. What if we pushed and we made king 8 fold or something like that from the big blind, or king 9 or some
bad.
dog shit? So maybe calling here keeps in some worse king X from big blind. We don't need a lot of protection. We actually have a gut shot. And we're gonna get it in. If they have the 2-pair, we're fucking stacked anyway. You know, like whatever. But when we jam, we just condense the ranges to more stuff like that anyway, and we lose big blind putting it in with potentially worse. So I would probably tend to call.
That does solve the problem of me not liking the fact that he's c-betting into 4 people.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just wants to put it in here. I'm not sure. That's just
Keep
how I
him
see
water
it.
your way.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Bruce is calling. He's better than me today. Let's find out.
Listen.
This is also a very tough spot, even though we have the top pair, top kicker, which is normally very strong. In this scenario, if you think about under the gun's range, if they actually are tight, it's going to be something like good big suited cards, big pairs, ace king, ace queen, maybe like ace jack, king queen, stuff like that, right? Against that range, if you think about what the opponent's actually going to bet with, they're going to bet with their best mate hands.
It's like marginal mate hand.
That's pretty much it. Like, if they did have pocket ace, they're not going to bet pocket ace, right? So when they are betting here, they're probably betting something like king, queen, and better. I mean, maybe they bet every hand in their range, like ace jack, king, queen, ace 10. If they're betting everything, obviously they can't fold. But if they are only betting like king, queen, and better, this is probably just fold immediately, as nitty as that sounds. That said, most people are not super straightforward, but a lot of tight players will be whenever they are playing 4 ways out of position, right? So we have to be a little bit cautious here. Also, you have to be aware that some people who are quote-unquote tight will just overvalue hands for no reason. Like maybe this guy has ace-jack and is just going to bet the flop with it because he thinks it's what he's supposed to do. Or maybe he has pocket queens and is just betting with it because like, oh, pocket queens, I'll bet. So I think folding on the flop would be way too weak. Mainly just because the opponent could be overvaluing. And even if they do have me beat by a hand like pocket tens, we still have a few outs. Not that that's all that relevant, but it does count for something. I do not think we need to raise here. Raising would be drastically overvaluing my hand. Like a lot of people look at top pair, top kicker with ace king and think it's the nuts. And, you know, while this hand is strong, it's certainly nowhere near the nuts here. This is a very clear marginal made hand. We do call. Turns a blank offsuit 6, unless they have the pocket 6s or the king 6 suited. It's not what you're expecting to see, though. Now the opponent bets small again. 7 into 24. Should we fold, call, or go all in?
Fold, call, or goes all ins. Now what? What changed? Anything changed? You want to jam now? You want to call? Are you now shook because he bet again? And you want to fold somehow? Oh. Reginald is calling. Okay. I'm shook. Fair enough. You're allowed to be shook and make the right play. Happens to the best
this
of us.
sucks. Joe, thanks for 26 months, bud.
I was like, yes,
for sure. Yeah.
Calling.
I was
that
right
shook.
about reading the situation, but picked the wrong action because I suck today.
Dude, you don't suck today. Who gives a shit? You still are beating everybody in chat and then getting quaked by me.
Everybody calling. Ship it to me, Colin. 7K says, sets up a pot-sized jam, says Dennis.
Calling, not shook, but jams only getting called by better. So Praying Gaming's just calling. I don't know if I completely agree. I don't think I completely agree with that statement, though. Or the jam's only getting called by better.
Who's calling?
You'll get called by worse hands, certainly. King, queen, queen, jack. Queen, 10, or never folded.
What do you?
I mean, I don't see a reason to. Once again, I feel like we can just call. Like we're in position here. We get to over realize the equity in position versus a small bet. Had he put in a bigger bet, maybe then I would just rip it then. But it still feels reasonable to call here in position.
Nothing changed.
I mean, no, nothing changed. I mean, why jam now? I wouldn't see the purpose. I'm just calling here. January, I think
you're like, Jonathan's not going to trick me again. This is marginal made hand. In which case, we just try to get the showdown, right? Like,
he's like, now you want to jam because like what? Nothing changed with it.
Nothing changed.
Yeah, but let's see what JL thinks. We're just calling here on our end.
Let's do.
Yep, and let's go. Call. Yeah.
This is another tough spot. I think if the opponent bets bigger here, it's just an easy fold. When they bet smaller, it usually means one of two things. It means either they have a really good made hand that they don't care if I stick around, even getting good odds. So like say they have a set here, or they have ace-queen, right? With those hands, they don't really care if I call whatever hand I have. Or they have a marginal made hand that they think is only, quote-unquote, worth 7,000. That would be perhaps a hand like king-queen, ace-jack, pocket queens. And if that's the case, then folding would be awful. So in this scenario, given I do have 4 outs, even if the opponent does have a set, or if they have ace-queen, we have 3 outs to the chop. And I do think a lot of people will be overvaluing here. I, again, don't think we can fold. Just because I don't know which portion of the population this guy is in. The one where he's betting small only with the nuts, or the portion that is betting small because they think their hand is non-premium. I have no way of knowing, right? So given I'm getting really good odds, I'm essentially risking 7 to try to win, 37? That my opponent is in the, bet small because their hand's not premium range. But if I do go all in here, they will probably fold out a hand like ace-jack, ace-10, queen-jack, pocket queens, etc., right? So going all in makes no sense. If you just know your opponent only has the nuts, obviously, even getting good odds, I think we just have to fold here. But against most people, getting odds, this is one of these spots where it's gross. Yeah, we're probably going to be wrong 50% of the time, or maybe even a little bit more, but pot odds exist. So we call. River's a 4. Opponent now bets 10,000 into 38. Should we fold?
Go call, dude.
Or go all in?
He just 1, 2, 3 multi-way.
4 ways under the gun. Like, what the fuck?
Bro, shove already. Keck. What is this? Well, what are we doing here, guys? Shit is wild. Call.
Call this sucks. I hate this hand, says Monkey May. Call. Kept at least laughing while he's calling.
I still think we're getting snapped off by better. Save my 6 bigs. Call and save 6 bigs. Okay.
Poker is hard, says Bruce. It is hard. Call for meatball. Call for I am the fish. Ship it to me says, not loving it, but I think we can fold.
Call. These small bets with the stack size makes you just think trying to leverage person. Call. And just fucking rip this pre. Yeah, precisely. This was not supposed to be this hard. But, maybe we don't get called. Maybe we make the max here, right?
This is how the poker gods get you. You make a mistake by not jamming, and then they give you flops in action like this.
This is not bad.
Running aces into kings. It's about poker gods putting you in this fucking spot.
Yep. Praying gaming, we're calling here.
So is Bruce.
All right, we're snapping. Yeah, fuck it. You get to this point. We beat enough hands, chop with enough hands, or whatever. We got to call 10 to make 47. There's no shot in hell you can fold.
Actually,
jamming doesn't even cost.
Folding this most often.
You can't fold. I mean, the mistake.
I'm just thinking about the range that bets into 4 people, all 3 streets.
But the problem is you're thinking about the range, but you're not thinking about the math. Like you got to call 10 into 47 with the top pair.
But if I give him a range
if you're ever wrong,
sets, straights, and 2 pair, then.
But it's not only straight. But it's not because like a quarter of the time he's gonna have like king queen the same hand, queen jack, You don't know if this player might be just trying to make you fold something with ace jack with a blocker to ace queen and stuff like
Does
that.
a tight guy do that? Before
Yeah, but I mean, the tight guy, if he ever has king queen, like ever, you can't fold.
This motherfucker's
I don't think-
gotta be crazy to be a tight player, early position, and betting the 4
This is
people
a
with
small
king, queen,
bet.
three streets.
You know,
Like, that's
I
a
don't know.
lot. That's a big ask. I
And it's
think
more
Jonathan's
people
probably going to call here, but we're crushed.
I just don't think we can ever fold for math.
We
Not
about
for
to
this.
find the fuck out. Let's do it.
Not with a hand this good, but a tight ass guy just barreling here, I guess.
Let's
it would feel-
let's start waving away to those.
just
chips and Jonathan and sixes.
imagine, like, no, you think about
Bye-bye, chippies.
in 1,000,000 billion years of being in this spot, I would never fucking call. Are you kidding me?
See you later,
I'm
chippies.
only jamming. All right, we snap.
Well, that's true too. You wouldn't be in this spot. That's fair.
Ever in 1,000,000 years, I'm only jamming.
All right, let's find out.
We're basically in the same spot we were in on the turn.
Nothing
Go
turned
for
on
it.
the turn. Nothing turned.
The opponent
Never
has
win.
a made hand of some sort the vast majority of the time. The question is it
Never
only the nuts,
folding.
or is it a range that also contains some overvalues? Will the opponent bet ace king this way? Maybe. Will they bet king queen this way? Maybe. Will they bet ace jack, pocket queens, etc., right? When the opponent takes this small bet line on the river, I think it's definitely more likely than not to be a nut hand compared to on the turn. But again, realize we're putting in 10 to try to win 57. Are we good 1/5 of the time or 1/6 of the time here? And I think we are. This is a spot where it feels really gross to call. We're going to be shown the best hand a lot of the time. Probably like, I don't know, 80% of the time the opponent's going to show up with a premium hand, or maybe 75 or maybe 70. Whatever. I think you're going to find in general,
The math
though,
is there.
we are going to be good 20, 25% of the time. Some people look at this spot and think, oh, we only have 17K. I might as well just go all in. But no. If we call and lose here, we're going to have 6,000 chips left. And 6,000 chips is valuable. I mean, if this is a $5,000 tournament and this is, I don't know, let's say a fifth of a starting stack, that's worth, what? $1,000. You want to just give your opponent $1,000? Obviously not.
True.
So this is a spot where I think calling is the right play. We are going to lose a lot. The idea of like conserving our stack in a tournament doesn't really apply here because, like I said, we're early in a tournament. There are no payout implications. So just got to call. It's dirty. You're going to lose a lot. But I think calling in spots like this is something that makes a lot of the best players win money because it's one of these scenarios where we're going to lose more often than not, but pot odds exist. And obviously, if this particular player turns over a nut hand, take notes on this, right? Make sure you don't pay this player off when they take this line again. Other players will turn up with pocket queens here because they just don't know what they're doing, right? And take notes on those players too, and then call accordingly against that particular opponent in the future, assuming, this is what they do kind of consistently. But this is a spot where I think a lot of people get it in their minds, oh, my opponent always has the nuts. And specific players will always have the nuts here, but the player pool in general will probably have the nuts, 70% of the time. And if I know I'm good here 70% of the time, this is just an easy call. That said, if you said fold, I think fold is reasonable. Opponent has the nuts.
Dead.
And we move on with our life. A lot of people are going to look at this and think, they had the nuts, he should have folded, right? And I'm sure at the table I was probably pretty close to folding because I could probably look at my opponent and tell they like their hand. But you can't look at the spot and think, I know how this particular player plays, especially given I'm just giving you a avatar that says tight. Who knows what that means. And you have to be reasonable and understand you cannot read your opponent's mind.
So long, farewell, happiness, and goodbye. Told
We
you those
switched
chips are
it.
Dusted.
We swished it. Great job.
Read the
Prim.
fucking room, Jonathan.
Gaming. Well done, my dude. Can't be results oriented. This is being result. His argument there is results oriented, and you guys should focus on the math aspect. Just focus on the math, not the result. Good job. Well done. Perfect score. Let's see. Regional D Coop. Let's find another quiz. Change the keywords. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, Carter, and that was fake. I misclicked. You did not win.
Do we like under the gun slow play? I mean, they didn't really slow play, right? They opened and then bet 3 streets. No slow play. They bet Too small.
They bet too small for sure on river. They didn't set up a correct SPR to just rip the river. Or they did. They just bet small on river. Interesting. Maybe they felt like they were just only getting called by. Maybe that small bet was reasonable. What's the keyword? You got a keyword, buddy?
Oh, dog jelly.
Dog jelly is the keyword. We go from cat jam to dog jelly.
Yeah, tasty sandwich.
And then we will do. We got some Bellagio 5 diamond. Ace. Oh, we got this queen 10. We got. Let's do 16-19.
Oh yeah, you wanted to do that one before here. Cool.
Misclick Nightbot. Yeah. Is greater than misclick call pre-flop for sure. No, we cannot do Alex. One of his quiz. I'm just gonna say it straight up. It's just too fuck. They're too long, man. Those are ones you could do in your free time when you got 45 minutes. Hamster preserves. What?
It's too hard to it's too long. Although I applaud the effort. It's pretty solid.
Yeah, hamster preserves. Why is that funny?
All right, let's draw this shit.
Why do I only have 2 people in there for? Well, I see you guys typing again. Try it again, please. I'm sorry. It's not reading everyone. I might make everyone available. Carter, it's not tracking. All right, well, I'm just gonna do this. Pins wins.
Oh,
He was in there anywhere. I'm sorry, go ahead, Bob.
The meatball.
There it is. And my wife's cooking something upstairs. It smells good as hell. Oh my god.
Oh shit. Ian gifting 7 subs. My man. Thank you.
We have you want to do 16-19?
I'm gonna skip the alert though so it doesn't clog up the study stream. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you.
I changed it though, Carter. It was weird. I changed the keyword and everything, and it was still like not functioning correctly. So I made everybody eligible. Pins wins 1. Be ready, my dude. Represent. And we're gonna do this Queen 10 suited. 16-19. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
No, take your time.
I'm sorry. I just got 7 gift subs, and I have to mute all the what alerts so they can hear the quiz. All right,
no, that's cool. All right, cool.
All right, today's hand. Still playing the Bellagio $10,000 5 diamond WPT. Under the gun 1, so I reference this is under the gun 8 is going to raise to 1,000.
Hey.
Under the gun 7 calls, low jack calls, high jack calls. Folds to us. We got the queen 10.
The 10K.
Small blind. What do we do pre-flop? Do we fold? Do we call? Do we re-raise to 5,500? Or do we go all in?
What? It's all this action in the 10K.
Oh yeah, dude. What do you think? My main event table was going
that was the main
4-way. It was going like 4 or 5-way every fucking hand. Like
Jeez.
that was a 10K. It's just yeah, it was disgusting. Well, what the fuck are we doing here? Agent out calling.
Monkey calling, fish calling, calling, econ bob folding, calling, and then a squeeze from the Hollywood.
Hollywood.
I was just there last week. Just call, just a good spot to squeeze, to jam. I asked you first, Marlon. Call for meatball.
Weird spot, I guess. Call and see a flop with suited broadways this deep, Penguin says. Cool. So we're calling on our end.
So is meatball.
You ever squeezing this?
All the time. So here's the thing, though. There's a couple of thoughts. Like I think Affleck's gonna flat here. I think 5,500 is way too small of a squeeze, so I don't think he's squeezing. And I think 100 bigs is way too much to jam, so he's not jamming. So I think he's calling. But I would squeeze here a lot. The one thing that's got me thinking leaning more call than squeeze in this spot, in this hand in particular, is that it's early open and early flat. And if it was low jack open, high jack flat, cutoff call, then I'm squeezing for sure. Because the earlier raises come in, I mean, I'm definitely mixing some flat here.
Yeah, this is live poker. In my experience, we would just end up playing a fucking bloated raise pot multi-way first act with the hand that's going to have some tough reverse implied odds when we hit a single pair. There's just no way in live poker can you, without much information, tell these guys your squeeze is going to work like as efficiently as it would online. Online, this shit would be efficient. You would squeeze every time. You would know what you're doing. I swear, I don't know. I would just be calling here a lot and not trying to squeeze and go four-way out of position. So I'm personally calling, but this size, like you said, I like what you said. This feels too small.
Yeah.
If we're going to use the size.
Big, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we're both calling. Pence is calling. They're calling. Let's call.
Let's do it.
So, if you
Fold.
answered,
Ooh,
Fold.
Spicy.
you get 10 points.
Oh,
Excuse me?
He just
the
retired
other
from the
scores
game.
are
See that? Took
pretty
everything
low.
off. He's out.
I think calling here is really, really bad. Actually, if you look at some GTO charts here, we are not going to have a flatting range here. And I don't play that way. And so let me explain the theory side first. The reason that you don't want to have a flatting range here is that our range that wants to continue right now, multi-way out of position to 4 opponents, is so strong that our whole range can just put money in. And so what we're going to end up doing is playing a really, really tight range and squeezing a lot. And so, like, the range that, like, I'm going to play here as, like, a squeeze is going to be, like, 9s plus ace, queen off, probably. Like, yeah, like, I think ace, queen off, you know, ace, jack suited plus. And then, like, the really good ones I like are, like, king, queen suited, king, jack suited. I think queen, jack suited is probably reasonable to play as a squeeze here as well. But, like, if you look at the charts, everything else is a fold. Like, I would fold ace, jack here, you know. Playing pretty snug here. 9s might even be a little bit. Now, I'm going to flat the small pairs. So, like, maybe I fold, like, deuces and 3s and 4s because I don't want to get set over set. But, like, 8s, 7s, 6s, 5s, like, I'm flatting those. And I'm probably going to flat more of the suited aces. Like, ace 5 suited, ace 4 suited, ace 3 suited, ace 2 suited. Do not squeeze ace 5, ace 4, ace 3. Those hands just don't have enough equity here to squeeze. You're going to get called a lot. I think flatting the suited aces is going to be fine here because but the problem with flatting queen 10 suited here is, like, okay, flop comes queen high. Probably not going to win the pot 6 ways. Flop comes 10 high. Probably not going to win the pot 5 ways. Flop comes with clubs and a lot of money goes in, you're probably screwed. You know, like, this type of a hand or, like, the suited connectors and stuff, like, are, like, awful in these situations because they're always dominated. It's a big mistake. Like, people get, like, 5, 6 of clubs and like, oh, this is a great hand multi-way. No. Like, 5, 6 of clubs, how are you going to win this pot? Flop comes 7, 8, 9. Pretty likely someone's going to have jack 10. There's 4 other people, plus probably the big blind's going to come in. There's 5 other people that can have jack 10 when it comes 9, 8, 7. Like, you know, oh, I made a flush. That's a really good hand. Yeah, someone else, when you, like, start to bet and get called or get raised, someone probably has a better flush and stuff. Like, so also you're out of position. You're not going to realize equity. So play really, really tight in these spots and focus on hands that can make the nuts. And, like, most of that squeezing range that I described, like ace queen, you know, ace jack suited, like ace queen off. Yeah, like, I don't even care if you, like, folded ace queen off here. I would not call with ace queen off here. But at least when you squeeze ace queen off, when you get called,
I'll squeeze ace queen off.
The pot's big enough now that you can just flop a pair and go with it. So, yeah, fold pre here, play really tight. Big mistake. I ran this out in the seminar, and almost everyone said squeeze, and I would fold. So, just I think this is really important pre-flop stuff here.
King queen
Most
suited
exciting
squeezing.
quiz, but I think it's a really, really important quiz.
We all just
Yeah,
we all just get
got a
dunked
4.
on. We all got dunked on, but Carter. Carter's the only one that said fold in my chat. I see.
We got a fold here. I don't remember who it was. Yeah, I don't remember who it was. We definitely had a fold here. Oh, Econ Bob folding.
You want to give them another shot since they both
Yeah,
got a 4 and
that
there was
was a one
one.
question quiz.
Yeah, let's give them another shot. I think there was an aces hand, the one right above that. It's probably going to be pretty good.
Let's do it. We'll roll right into it.
Yeah, we'll roll right into it. 16-20.
All right,
We're just getting right back into it.
Ready?
Yep.
All right, here we got the aces. Bellagio $10,000 tournament. Hijack's gonna make it 1,000. Should we fold, call, re-raise at 3,200, or go all in?
We all just want to raise 3,200 and move on to the next street. Or how big deep with aces. We're raising, right? Not jamming.
Not slow playing at
Is there anything to
100.
talk about?
Guys, make this shit 3,200. We're not slow playing. You're not folding.
Yeah, it's the only option.
You're not calling at 100 bigs and going multi-way. All in is too much. 3,200. Let's do it.
All right.
Easy one here. Re-raise. Don't slow play at these stack depths. Yeah, it's just always a 3-bet here. Nothing else to talk about. Don't flat because when they squeeze, then you re-raise and stuff. Like you have to this is the best way to get money into the pot for sure. Hijack calls. The flop comes Jack 7, 3 of diamonds.
Sweet.
Check. Should we check? Bet 1,000. Bet 2,000 or bet 4,000.
See bet size on the flop. What y'all think?
Why 3,200 and not 3K? Yeah.
3K is minus EV.
Mm-hmm. You're losing money.
You're losing
You're
money.
bad. Yeah. You're better off just folding.
Fish says, Monto board, bet small. 2K for Cyrus. Lots of 2Ks coming in, except for
The
Marlon.
Rock
Marlon
going 2. Pins going 1. Carter going 1. I like small bets in these monotone flops in positions.
big. 2K for the Hollywood. Meatball going 2. There's a 4.
Pins is going 1.
Ship it to me says check. We have all the options now.
Yeah, we're going 1K here.
2K for Meatball.
Yeah, 2K for me.
Me too. I think 1K is just a bit too small.
It's 15% pot. I guess you can do it, but.
And he doesn't really have too much overpair there, Marlon. And a lot of the draws, like in a 3-bet pot, are blocked, right? We have ace diamonds and jack diamonds out. So it's like king diamond, and 10 diamond hands for the most part. Like, and we don't need any protection.
It calls a 3-bet. Yeah, there's not many.
2K.
2K for me.
Yep.
1K for pins. 1K can't be bad. I don't hate 1K, but
I just think you can get more value, right?
and we're just too deep effective. Like if we were a little bit shallower, say like
25 bigs,
post flop, something like that. 1K be sick,
Sure.
But let's go 2K here now, though. 1K. I almost hit 2K for myself.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
So a big mistake I see people make here is they go, I have the ace of diamonds. I don't need any protections, so I'm going to check. Checking is worth 0 here. If you had aces with no diamond, I actually think checking is a pretty reasonable option and might even occur more often than betting. But with aces the diamonds, you just want to get money into the pot. You probably have the best hand and the best redraw. You need to get money into this pot. Monotone boards, we pretty much only use small sizings. So bet 2,000, I said, is the best option. You'll see in this hand, I bet 1,000. And I misapplied. I think in other big blinds, you don't want to use the 15% sizing. But if we were shallower stacked, this 15% size of 1,000 would actually be used a lot. But I really dislike it here. I just want to get more money into the pot. So I think 2,000 is the play here. 4,000 is just way too big on a monotone board. You want to keep their range kind of wide. So I think I made a mistake with bet sizing here for sure. They call, deuce of clubs, they check. Should we check? Bet 3,000, bet 5,000, or bet 8,000.
All of a sudden, his mic got better. You hear that?
Yeah, it was weird.
leaned
I don't know if he
in on
leaned in. Yeah.
All right, bet small, get called, brick turn. What's the play? 5K for Cyrus. 5K for Monkey. 3 for contrast, though.
Going small.
5 for Meatball. Yeah, pretty equal mix between 3 and 5 in my chat.
3K, check. LeRock's going 3. Penn's going 5. So we're going 5 here. Raging Out's checking.
5 for Meatball, too.
5 for Meatball as well.
Yeah. I mean, we're never checking.
Dude,
You gotta get that value, son.
go fucking 8K and then jam the river, right?
Ooh,
I'm
I
greedy
think I
as-
was going that big.
I'm going 8.
Because I still want to keep some of his weaker stuff in. I think on the mono board we go smaller again. So for me, it's 3 or 5. I would probably go 5, if I'm honest.
8 for me. I'm greedy as shit. So 8 for me. It's probably going to be wrong, but that's just personally what I would probably do. He griefed the flop size, so now we have to like make up for it to get it all. If you don't grief the flop size,
yeah, then 5 makes more sense.
yeah, I mean we could use a different size if you don't grief. If you don't grief the flop size, we don't have to go 8 now, is the way I see it. But now that I've done that, now I have to go 8.
I think it's funny we've done 3 quizzes, and all 3 the coaches have admittedly made bet sizing mistakes. Jonathan didn't jam the ace king, the 6's hand in game. He did something weird. It's funny.
To just completely fuck it up, LaRock.
Let's do it.
To grief something, fuck it up.
They're human. It's nice. All right, 5K it is for us for the meatball.
5K is here. 5K here as well.
Let's find out.
Same concept here. Don't
Yeah.
fall into the trap of, oh, I have ace of diamonds. I don't need
You
protection.
can't get it all now.
No. Pure bet
14
here.
out there.
Never
Ugh.
checking. 0 points. Yes, I'm harsh. I
Right.
wanted to make sure you got the emphasis that you should never check here with the ace of diamonds. Ever, ever. If you have aces with no diamond, checking might be the best option.
Ooh.
Aces with the ace of diamonds.
Get that
always
value,
better.
son.
I would be betting the fuck with no diamond.
Block
dude.
the
Good
flushes.
solver. It's going to split between small and medium, like 3 and 6,000 here. Looking at the responses from the hijacked, I actually really like the big bet of 6,000. The reason is
See?
when you bet 6,000 here, like ace jack's supposed to start folding, queen jack starts to fold.
5 is
start
too
folding, Jack 10
small.
starts to folding, like pocket 6s with a diamond start folding here. And I don't think that happens. So I think they're going to call too much, and when they call too much, exploitively, we want to size up. So I like here I did bet 5,000. I think that's probably the best answer. Bet 3,000 is like a completely reasonable answer as well, but I think people are going to call too much here, and so I would probably under bluff a little bit here and use the larger sizings. I bet 5. They call. 4 diamonds on the river. Our opponent leads for 8,000. Should we fold? Should we call? Should we raise to 16,000, or should we go all in?
Donk lead. You guys scared? What are you doing?
What's going on
Who's
here?
folding?
Where do we?
Who's calling?
Why did we even stop?
Who's clicking? What's happening?
I plead the fifth. I'm not going to
Who's
say
scared? The
anything.
flush card completed. Jam.
All in. What
Are
is?
you guys scared? The flush card completed. Jam.
Why did he stop? Why did he pump fake this quiz and like waste time? It's just a jam, right? Am I missing
Nobody's
something?
scared. Nobody's scared of the flush
Because
card.
it can be debate, right? Are we getting debated? Do we want to min click for some reason? No, fuck that shit.
It's in
He
your
don't-
head. Now the level.
Like, why is it stopping here? Is there some kind of meta that I don't understand? Like, when this happens, should we be like min raising them?
We
'Cause they
generally
never
bet
call their
small when the
jam?
flush completes.
Get me out. I mean, get me Pens. I'm with you. Get us out of here. I'm with my boy.
Nobody's
We
scared.
jamming.
Nobody's scared.
Hey, my dude. Thank you for the 4 time. Let's fucking burn this motherfucker down and just jam and take all the money. All right. I mean, what do we're still here. And our chips are, our money still isn't in the pot.
I'm just
I'm
sitting
all
here
in.
letting you go.
The fuck are we doing here?
Let's
I clicked the button.
I don't really have a
Yeah.
super strong opinion here. You kind of get into the meta game here of like, oh, if I go all in, they're probably going to fold too much. If I min raise, like, you know, this is like just really, really player dependent. If we're just going to go by the book, I think all in should be the sizing here. Obviously, we're never calling. Yes, there is a straight flush available. I don't care. Never folding. I think going all in is the best answer here. But if you have like a really tight person that just bet folds here way too much, like maybe min raising is probably the best option here. So consider that. Like this is also a spot that like you can definitely over bluff against a lot of people because they're just gonna like bet fold the queen of diamonds and king of diamonds here way too much. So keep that in mind. I made it 16,000.
Are we
I thought this
doing?
player like is a $10,000 buy-in.
It's getting all crazy in this 10K.
You know, fold too much, and I just go for the extra 8K rather than all in. But I probably should just go all in because if I'm going to bluff, I'm probably going all in. So, yeah, I don't really have a
he
strong
folds
opinion.
anyway.
It matters too much, to be honest, but probably all in.
Just go
This
bluffs.
is fine as well.
When you min raise, like I think the jam might look bluffy. I mean,
For sure.
I don't know. I would never ever min raise there, but I knew this is wild, man. I have like with these wild ass quizzes.
Yeah.
His shit's been fire lately because they've just been so many curveballs. He'll show some crazy shit he's thinking or doing in game.
Yeah.
And this is a 10K.
Yeah.
This isn't like the 109 or 110 on global. This is a fucking 10K. So blooper reels. Why did this asshole lead? Yeah, what a weird ass lead. Because he didn't want to have to check call a big ass bet with like the 10 of diamonds or something.
Yep.
Yeah. I think we should end it.
What was your score?
37.
Ooh, swish for the
You
meatball.
son of a bitch. You asked knowing damn well we didn't get a
I wasn't sure if you switched it or not.
It's like a needle if you know. What'd you get? Aha, swish.
Right on. Yeah, we get in here. We're pretty close. And
Yeah.
I'm moving, so I got shit to do. I get it.
Yep.
Cool, guys. Sorry for the short session. We'll get back on track. Six is just coming off a vacation. Me just coming off a work trip and then moving. So we will get back on track on these. Don't forget to give Crazy Sixes the follow. Sixes.
Iggy Millie
Also-
tomorrow.
Oh shit! Get in on that Millie action if you can. It's juicy.
Playing it.
Good.
No, I was
Shut
just talking shit. I didn't mean to cut you off.
What's
Iggy
the
Millie
buy-in?
tomorrow. I'm actually I'm gonna stream it. It's a 500,
Nice, not too bad.
like 550. So we'll see what we can do. Let me get that giveaway ticket dough. I already gave it away, my friend. Sorry. Better luck next time though.
Yeah.
All
It
right,
was
go
just
ahead, Tom.
Random coincidence. I won it. Who would have thought? No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, guys, get in the Discord as well. Exclamation point Discord in sixes. Exclamation point PC Discord in mine. In there we have AMAs. We have Brad Wilson coming up in a couple of weeks. So it'll be fun to get in there on him. Hey, see you, Contrast. I appreciate you, buddy. So yeah, get in on that. There's lots of hand history rooms are going off. There's AMAs, there's giveaways. There's lots of good content in there. So make sure you check that out. It is free. What else, Sixes?
No, I think that's it, guys. Make sure to give Toe a follow. We appreciate the support. It's been kind of wild these past few weeks with both of us traveling and moving and stuff. We'll get back on a regimen where we're starting, have more energy, start a little bit earlier and whatnot. But not, we always have a good time. Thank you guys for the support. And I'll be streaming a rare Sunday schedule all day tomorrow. I think the Millie starts at 2 p.m. I'm in there. Hopefully for not a couple bullets, but it might happen. So for sure, catch me tomorrow, guys. Who should we kick this off to?
I mean, the only real choices I see are Rodney and Braz.
You already know. Ross.
All right.
All right, guys. Thank you for the support again. No Scope Real. Thank you for that follow, man. Good luck if you're playing today, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.
Shit, I gotta run a quick giveaway before I throw the host. You could choose to bail out or not.
Oh, take your time.
Thank you for the sub-only giveaway, guys. Thank you for the reminder, Ian. I will do that right now. We'll get her done.
Yeah, have a good day, LaRock. I sent you guys, if I missed you, I sent you double. If you won on the study stream before and I missed you before I went to Miami, I sent you $10 instead of $5. And if I forgot somebody, just let me know. You know I don't give a shit. It's all good. All right, I'm gonna dip out of here, eat some more pizza.
All right, man. Have a good one. I'm getting this giveaway set up, guys. Give me 1 sec.
Peace out, family. I'll catch
See
you guys.
man. Give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec.
Who's that? Oh, it's gonna fuck your camera up if I dip.
Oh, that's all right. All right, ready to go. Get in there, guys.
All right, take care to Army. Peace out, guys.
See you, man.